Well, thanks. That was a lovely bio for just a welcome. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this meeting. What a thrill this is for me to be able to open up and welcome you here in person in the headquarters and everybody who's joining us online. This is a very important meeting and a very exciting moment. I have had a chance to look at the full agenda, and I'm really envious that I can't be with you for the entire time because it is a stellar listing of speakers and lifting up of really extraordinary work. I also just want to acknowledge that this meeting is occurring after the passing of Julie Beckett, and I know that you all will be acknowledging that later today, but I just want to share a word or two about that myself. I had a chance to become friends with Julie over many years. I've been at the Academy 17 years now, and so I got to know her. And one of the things that was always true about Julie is the clarity of the vision. There's always a lot of details. There's always a lot of hard things to work on. There's a lot of challenges and barriers. But her ability to stay focused on the really important stuff, focused on the children and the families that we're trying to build these systems for, allowed us to never waver too far, never drift too far from the point. And so I think that spirit of focus and energy can lead us as we're thinking about the work that you're doing right now. And I'm grateful to have known her. I'm sorry that she is gone. It's a tremendous loss to our whole field and community. I also had a chance to know Katie Beckett and got to hang out with her a bit. Actually, I think I can say this in this room. I don't. This is probably being recorded, but I have the privilege of having bought Katie Beckett a Heineken. We were at an event. I think it was probably a Family Voices meeting in Washington or a Title V something meeting, and we were at a reception. And I said, "Katie, can I get you something to drink?" And she said, "Yeah, beer." And I sort of panicked a little and then went over to Julie and said, "Katie just asked me to buy her a beer. Is that okay?" And Julie said, "Well, she's like 30 years old. She wants to have a beer." So anyway, one thing that I will carry with me for the rest of my career is that I bought Katie Beckett a Heineken. So that feels important to me. But she taught me a lot about advocacy and about advocating in the moment too. And so I think one of the things that's really lucky about this work is that we get to walk with giants and we get to learn from people and we get to become friends with our heroes. And so I think that really inspires all of us as we go forward. There are two things about this learning network that I think are worth focusing on. One is that children with medical complexity, children and youth with special healthcare needs, are at the center of all the other things that we're working on. We just don't talk about them enough. So if you think about the strategic priorities of the American Academy of Pediatrics, our strategic priorities at this moment are focusing on COVID-19 response, mental and behavioral health, and equity, diversity, and inclusion. Now imagine the intersectionality of all of those three priorities for children with medical complexity or children with special healthcare needs. And so it's not easy to get far from ableism. In the context of thinking about systems designed to prevent COVID or masking in schools or all of the other mitigation efforts. Mental and behavioral health is something that we need to talk about right alongside the physical health needs. And then equity. Equity means setting the table so that everyone can be a part of it. It's not just inviting people. It's not just lip service, but it's about building new systems. And so as we think about our work, we can think about children with medical complexity in particular, but all children with special healthcare needs, as if we design the system for them, everything else will work. If we design the system for them, everything else for all the other children will work. And we get a lot of big ideas, and we get to be around smart people all the time, and that's really fun. People who have lots of degrees and lots of education, and then families who have lots of lived experience. But we really don't know about all these things that we talk about in rooms like this until it gets down into the community and into the practice and into the family experience. And so the translation step of the big idea to the community is exactly what you all are doing. And it's just thrilling to see. This is the way learning occurs, no matter what the topic. And so everything about this is thrilling. I'm envious to not be able to be in the room all day, but I'm really grateful at the same time. Meg, thank you for your leadership. This has been an extraordinary project. Our colleagues at HRSA MCHB, thank you. And thank you for being a part of this, for spending your time, effort, and energy to learn in this way, to lift up this work, to help everybody else learn from what you all have learned, to take those lessons and spread them far and wide. That's what this building is for, that we built here in Itasca, Illinois. And so welcoming this kind of meeting in a hybrid way to this place is really what it's for. And so I'm thrilled to welcome you. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for what you're doing, and get to it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.